Okay, in today's class, we want to quickly prove the sine rule. If you've never heard of it before, okay, this is an opportunity. Okay, now this is a triangle, and this triangle is not a right angle triangle, and that's where sine rule comes to help us. Okay, the first is just to prove it, and that we just have to play with the sides and angles, having the knowledge of the SOHCAHTOA, that's of a right angle triangle, and also the knowledge of okay, I think that will be fine here alone. Okay, now let's work on. The first thing we can think of is create or identify the height, and we know the height is perpendicular. It's at right angle. It forms 90 on both sides. Okay, so after that, the other thing you should know is if this is A, of course, the whole length here will be A. If this is B, the whole length here will be B, and if this is C, the whole length here will be C. Okay, so if this is now A, angle A, this side A, then B, then C, angle C, and side C. Okay, now after creating this edge, we could say this point, since we already know this point as B, A, and C, let's give this point D. That's the meeting point here. So if the meeting point here, we already know that the meeting point here is D. Okay, so we can say we have divided this major triangle into two smaller triangles. So we have one here, which is a right angle triangle, and the other one here, which is a right angle triangle. And remember, this represents the height. Okay, now the next thing is just to apply the SOHCAHTOA, and let's try to see. For example, we'll take this triangle and we'll try to see what sine B will give us. As I said, we are playing with it. The aim is just to make H some your formula. Try to put H into format, but just watch and just watch. Okay, sine B. Now the first one is sine B. In this triangle, sine B, which is this, will be equal to opposite, this sine of this angle B will be equal to opposite, which is what? H over hypotenuse, which is C. Now if you make H the subject of formula here, the subject here, the C will come this way, and H, that means C sine B, will give you H. So we've gotten H there. Now let's work with this other triangle. So sine C will give you opposite, sine C will give you opposite, which is CH, over the hypotenuse, which is opposite the right angle, which is B. So rearranging it, B comes here, so we have B sine C gives you H. Now this means that H, which is this, is equal to this, and H is also equal to this. If H is this and this is this, it simply means that this can be equated to this. So this simply means that C sine B is the same thing as B sine C. So I said we are playing with this, the algebra of a triangle. Okay, now if this is equal to this, then we can rearrange it. So I will take all the B's there and take all the C's there. So that if you bring your B there and take your C there, it means sine B over this B will be equal to what? Sine C over this C. Now, if you want to rearrange it, it's possible to rearrange it so that all the C's and the B's go up. That's the sides, because this represents the sides and this represents the angles. It's possible the sides go up and the angles come down. So this can still be rearranged to form B over sine B equals to C over sine C. Okay, now having done that, we have formed what we call the sine rule. Of course, we have to prove it again to include A, because if B over sine B equals to C over sine C, of course, from symmetry, I can tell you that A, it will also be equal to A over sine A. But if you want to prove that, you can take out this. If you want to prove that, you can take out this. So you take out this point D, and then create the height here. which will meet at 90 degree. Of course, this is not to scale. Okay, and 90 degree. Okay, so here becomes the new D, new meeting point. The new D, new meeting point. And remember, this is still B. Okay, and this is the A. Okay, now in this case, we have this triangle and this triangle. Now this becomes, if you look at this 90 degree, this is side opposite. This becomes the hypotenuse. This becomes what? Hypotenuse. Then we have the other two other sides. So if we want to say sine A, we are looking for this angle. We want to do that now. Sine A will give us, okay, these are new height. These are new height. So sine A will give us the opposite. This is the opposite, which is H over hypotenuse, which is what? C. So that means H will give you C sine A. Okay, then sine C, that's taking this triangle now, working with this triangle, sine C will give you, of course, this is now the opposite, H over, now this is the hypotenuse, opposite this right angle, that's A over A. So it means that A sine C gives you H, or you could say H equals to A sine C. So this means that this H and H, since they are the same, this and this can be equated. So that means C sine A is equal to A sine C. If you rearrange it, sine A over A is equal to sine C over C. And if you want to arrange it to put the sides on top, you have A over sine A will give you C over what? Sine C. So this simply means that, of course, if this equals to this and this equals to this, and sine C over C equals to sine C over C, then they are all, this will tell us that sine A over A is equals to sine B over B equals to sine C over C, or A over sine A equals to B over sine B equals to C over sine C. Now, in your sine rule, it is always good for you to use this formula if you are looking for the angle, and this formula if you are looking for the side, to make your work easier. Okay, in our next class, I will tell you when you are to use your sine rule. Thank you for watching.